Good morning, people. I just wanted to bring a few messages in. I've been having quite a few downloads this morning and noticing a distinct change in the energy. And also noticing I'm a bit, at least the left eye this morning. My left eye is swollen for no apparent reason. I wanted to talk into the healing energies because that's what's feeling so different this week. It's feeling very loving and very soft. And I found a new tree. So I love nature and I do a lot of work sitting under trees with nothing, with a journal, with crayons, whatever. And so I found a new tree. There are quite a lot of veteran trees around here. And I sat under this tree, and it's a magnificent tree. It's like a child would draw a tree. It goes right up, and the canopy forms a giant umbrella. It's absolutely stunning. And I was looking at the leaves, and I said, "What are you, tree?" And I got the word beach. So I pulled my phone out of my bag and I looked at beach, and sure enough, it was a beech tree. So I'd established a dialogue with this tree, which is nothing new, but it was different because it was so quick and so simple. And I spent some time with this tree. But it was only when I was getting up to walk away that I noticed my energy felt different. I noticed and acknowledged that I'd actually received a healing from this tree. I hadn't asked for one, which is why I hadn't seen it. And yesterday I went to sit under a different tree and I had a different conversation. And one of my guides who I used to work with a few years ago came in. And there was an energetic shift going on down my left-hand side, and it was really quite uncomfortable. And this energy came in unbidden. And I guess this is the message. It's coming in unbidden. And we had a lovely conversation, and I was told how to sit. And then I felt the energy move through the meridians. So there's clearly a blockage in my meridians, or one of my meridians. And I felt the energy move from kind of lumbar all the way down and out through the left foot. And so I just wanted to kind of speak into that there is some beautiful healing energy. So I thought, well, I'll just do a quick and simple reading. First card out. Now, that's interesting. The Big Bear constellation has actually been on my radar this morning as part of my study. It's coming in on the 4 energy. So that will set the frame. So the 4 is the container for the healing, which has to be you, doesn't it? And that asks the question of, how do you receive when love comes in unbidden? When an energy comes in just to serve you, how do you receive that? Does the mind get in the way? And for the last week, the words Guru Gita have been with me, and I want to look them up to double check I've got the meaning right, but my understanding is devotion. And devotional energy is a beautiful pull. When we're devoted to something, it moves us through life. It's a kinetic energy. So I'm bringing that in because, where have I seen the word? I've seen the word. Here, yes, it's here, right. So that's kind of the field that's moving around. So it's all encapsulated in the first card of healing. And so I pull out the surrender deck and say, well, what are we healing? I just noticed this. Leah. in the last reading, bear with me, let me get my notes up because I've actually made a note about this. When I watched my last video, I made a couple of notes because that whole video was actually about the uplifted chariot. The chariot is the Merkaba, it is the masculine and feminine vehicle. And so that is being uplifted in the season of Leo. And one of the cards I pulled is called the Star Ancestor card. And I didn't see the image. And the image is 3 stars over the 3 pyramids of Giza, which is the Orion alignment, for goodness sake. I missed it. So great, thank you. I have a chance to bring it in. So here we are. And it's about the direction of how we bring our full power. And I'm talking about multi-dimensional power. We have starseeds waking up all over the place. It's such a beautiful thing. And surrendering to the full power is going to trigger every ounce of conventionality that we have in us. This is why Uranus is in this beautiful conjunction to just go open, break the container and keep breaking the container. And then what do we birth? We birth vulnerability. And what do we birth? We birth honesty. And then from that comes the individuation and the self-expression, true self-expression. Okay. And then I go to the archetype deck. And the first card out is the visionary. And what is it to be a visionary in this world, in a quite structured, conventional paradigm, set of paradigms? Hear color, feel light, taste sound. But what do I do with that? How do I do that? Okay, so visionaries birth something new. When it's new, the subconscious can't map to it. I know I've said this before. And we have a beautiful dark day. I am ecstatic to report that we have had 15 or 16 hours of non-stop rain in the UK, and 19 degrees feels heavenly after the last few weeks of stultifying heat. Yeah, it's gloriously cool, it's gloriously dark and very, very wet. So, visionary, which is why I need the light because I can't see. The capacity to envision what is not yet conceivable to others or the self. A willingness to proclaim a vision without regard for personal gain. Speak without encumbrance. And it has its shadow side, as everything does. Selling insights to the highest bidder. So this is the monopolizing of insight. It is the monetization. So if the first thing that comes in with a visionary new idea is money, have a look at that. We can't go forward on that timeline. We've done that. We've done that. It has to be about creating in joy and letting passion, that devotional passion, carry us. And here's Uranus, just to confirm it's okay to be a bit rebellious. Rebellion might look like I disagree with you. I totally understand what you're saying. However, I disagree with you. Because I've noticed something kind of in the last 2 years, really noticed that sometimes when people say, do you know what I mean? Do you understand me? What they're actually saying is, do you agree with me? And so to make that distinction of I understand you, however, I don't agree with you, because you and I are totally unique. So this is the embracing of difference, the celebration of difference. This is where the language has become gangrenous. It's just so cloudy and Neptunian. So, rebel, light attributes, challenges authority to effect social change. Yeah, that can be a devotional practice, can't it? Rejects spiritual systems that do not serve inner needs. Okay, you make of that what you will. Shadow attributes, rejects legitimate authority out of anger, rebels out of peer pressure or fashion. There's a lot I could talk into with that, but I'm limited on time. And here it is. Here's the Guru Gita. This is the devotional practice, because you can't not do it. Again, you know, it's got to come on, light. Because you can't not do it, not because you have to or you should. That's moral obligation. Selfless devotion and single-minded dedication to spirit, to your spirit, to the collective spirit, to the galactic spirit. This is about being led and trusting in that which you can't see or maybe even conceive of. What I'm being shown is the energy of Uranus is now coming down. It's coming down into the 3D to cause change. Okay, so that's forming part of this huge, I mean, this, I don't even remember saying the words body malfunction, but I did. This blooming body malfunction, like, what are you doing? I'm eating the same food. Yeah, but life is different now. What are you doing? I'm doing the same movements. Yeah, but life is different now. Okay. So I need a new set of key codes to operate this thing that I knew so well last week. And now it's like, well, what do you want me to do? The shadow attribute of the monk nun is negative judgment of the physical world, excess piety. We've talked about this before. I don't want to bring that in. There is no better or worse. There is just the moment that we're in and how we process it and how we experience it. And the devotion of what do I want to bring to this? Again, it comes back to that question, that motivation. What's my motivation to be here? What's my drive to be here? What's my passion? What's my love? And we can't have change without having the trickster. The trickster is kind of an advocate. The trickster comes in to say, are you sure? Are you sure? I want to test your faith here. Is it a woolly faith or is it devotion? So trickster, the light attribute, is to transcend convention, as Uranus again. Yeah. No, I've never experienced Uranus as a trickster, but here we go. Transcending convention, stuffiness and predictable behavior. Same old, different jacket. That's not new. Shadow attribute is manipulating others through duplicity. And that could be as simple as, how are you doing? I'm fine. Okay, let's start wrapping this up, please. I'm drawn to these. Yeah, show me. transcendence, ascension, you're rising up. This is the upliftment of the vehicle. This is the evolution of the chariot. We're going off in all sorts of different directions, creating artful chaos, meaningful change, birthing joy, passion in a balanced masculine and feminine, a balanced multi-dimensional, multi-rotational, multi-directional way. This is unique beyond belief. And that's it. I'm leaving it there because what a full stop. Gosh. Just bringing that in, that's quite powerful. Singing in the key of soul. That's it, guys. And I wanted to say thank you. The last video, something shifted, and you are commenting on each other's comments. Gotta admit, did bring a little tear to my eye. The community and the way we're speaking to one another, with one another. It's just a silly giggle in me. It's so magical. It's so magical. So yeah, beautiful, just beautiful. I'm going to leave you with my love, and take great care, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.